Hey y'all, last video on this, but this is just kind of further revelation to this wedding banquet, this wedding feast. If you saw my post and then saw the repost video from TikTok from like a year ago, um, God is saying, come, come now, which was literally, I had gotten the other day the number 33 in the Strongs means come now. It's time, the table's prepared, right? And it's pretty much an invite to sit and feast with him. Meaning to sit and feast, to sit and enjoy things that he has prepared for you. Now, he had taken me to this morning the 10 virgins, the 5 wise and the 5 foolish. And he also, like I had said, I've been seeing the number 222 like repeatedly for days, all day, every day. Even this morning when I turned my car on, my mileage, part of it was at 222. I've just been seeing it so much. And he took me to the story about the wedding. He took me back to the dream that I had a few weeks ago, which was I literally walked into a wedding banquet, like a wedding feast. Like there was tables prepared, beautiful, like fine dining. And there was so many people there just chit-chatting, talking, kind of just waiting for it to begin, right? And so the story about the wedding feast, Matthew chapter 22 and 2. The kingdom of heaven is like a king who prepared a wedding feast for his son. Now, I found a similarity between these two, this and the 10 virgins, the 5 wise and the 5 foolish. There's similarities in these two stories. They're both about the wedding feast. Similarity that I found was that there were individuals who were not able to sit and actually feast at the table. The 5 foolish virgins ended up unprepared, and so when the bridegroom arrived, they were not there. And when they got back, they were basically told, the door was shut, the door was locked, and they had no access to those things, to the wedding feast, right? They no longer had access. They were invited, they were there, but they were not actually able to sit down and feast at this table. The Lord said, I do not know you. Now, this story about the wedding feast, if you read, it says, the king invited some people to the feast. When the feast was ready, the king sent his servants to tell the people to come, but they refused to come to the feast. Again, unprepared. And it says, then the king sent other servants. He said to them, tell those who have been invited that my feast is ready. I have killed my best bulls and calves for the dinner. Everything is ready. Come to the wedding feast. But the people refused to listen to the servants. They went to do other things. Just like the 5 foolish virgins went to do other things because they were unprepared. So when the bridegroom arrived, they were denied access, right? Because they were not ready. It says, but the people refused to listen to the servants. One went to work in his field and another went to his business. Out there doing other things rather than going to this wedding banquet where the Lord has prepared things for them, right? This could even look like a prodigal that is out there doing what they want to do. And God's over here like, hey, I've invited you to come sit here at this table that I've prepared for you. I've prepared these things for you. But they're just off running around doing X, Y, and Z. They don't get to sit at this table. And so everything is ready. So it says, It says, after that, the king said to his servants, the wedding feast is ready. I invited those people, but they were not worthy to come. He invited them, but they were not worthy to come. They were not ready. They were not prepared. Now, another thing, if you continue to go down, it says, he saw a man who was not dressed in the right clothes for a wedding. The king said, friend, how are you allowed to come in here? You are not wearing the right clothes for a wedding. But the man said nothing. So the king told some servants, tie this man's hands and feet and throw him into the darkness. In that place, people will cry and grind their teeth with pain. Yes, many are invited, but only a few are chosen. So with both stories, there were people invited, right? They were invited to come sit and feast and reign with God in the things that he has prepared for them. But they decided to go off and do other things. They decided to be unprepared. So they do not get to enjoy these things, right? God is saying the time is now. It is time. And so now they get to watch you, who was prepared, sit and feast and reign with the Lord. His glory will shine on you. And they get to, because they decided not to prepare themselves, and, sit and enjoy the things that the Lord has prepared for them. They wanted to go and enjoy other things. They will now have to watch you, right? Get to sit at this table and eat. And what it says is, throw him out in the darkness. In that place, people will cry and grind their teeth with pain. So, I don't know. The way God showed me this a long time ago is that when this elevation happens, when this moment happens, when you start to elevate and his glory is shining on you, right? And just even last night, your time to shine is here. This other set of people, the people that didn't make it into the wedding banquet, the people that didn't make it to the table to sit and eat at this table, they're going to be suffering. Okay, it's gonna be like elevation. You're either on the elevation side or you're on the declining side, where things are gonna get a little rough, right? That's the way that he showed it to me. Judgment, destruction, loss, ruin on one side, elevation, and just glory on the other side. That's the way that God showed it to me. And that's kind of, both of these stories are very similar. And so this is just further revelation on this. Go watch the word that I reposted from TikTok right before this. If you see this and don't know what I'm talking about, they go hand in hand. And I had also made a short post about it. So yeah, it all ties together. It all goes together. God saying it's time, come sit. It's time to come sit and feast and reign with me. The table is prepared. Come sit and eat. So that is the word. I pray it blesses you. If you feel led to sow, my information will be there. I appreciate every seed that you guys sow. I pray that God bless you all abundantly. And yeah, have a blessed rest of your day. And I'll see you on my next video, whenever that may be. Okay, bye.